Hey everyone, it's T-Lore, and this week I'm going to be talking about how to get infinite actions out of your sacrifice captain. We're going to start with a sacrifice captain. This one's French, Capitaine Aeazure, who has the captain ability, and once per turn you can eliminate one of the ship's crew to give her an extra action. This is the key ability to be able to turn crew into extra actions. We're also going to couple it with a doctor. When another face-up crew on the ship would be eliminated, turn it face down instead. Father Rene Bordeaux is a French doctor, and normally when you see these together, they cancel each other out. So if you put an oarsman on the ship, which is our normal sacrifice captain fodder, and you eliminate him to get an extra action, and then you turn it face down to prevent it from being eliminated, that negates the capability of getting the extra action. So you would just turn it face down and you don't get any extra action. So this doesn't really work. What we are going to do is we're going to include Claude Perrier. This crew takes up no cargo space when revealed, and when revealed, put a crew with point cost 2 or less from outside of the game onto this ship. So we turn it face up, and now we can summon an oarsman. So we're going to use these 4 crew to get us infinite actions. So on your first turn, you have all of these crew, whether you've summoned it with Claude Perrier or you started the game with it and Claude on the ship. You sacrifice your oarsman. The doctor ability is optional, so you let it be permanently dead and you get an extra action. So now on your first turn, you get 2 actions. You have your captain ability. On your second turn, you sacrifice Claude Perrier, and you do choose to flip him over to prevent it from being eliminated. Now, you didn't get your extra action, and that's where having a donation ship with something like Lord Micron or an Admiral ability on it will help fill that gap in. So instead of giving some other ship an action this turn, you can give another ship in your fleet 2 actions. So on the turn that you're flipping Claude Perrier over, you can use your donated action. Now, if you have 2 of these ships, you can alternate between them. So whenever one of them is turning their crew summon face down, the other ship should be sacrificing an oarsman, and then you use your donation ship to donate the extra action, and both ships will end up with 2 actions. So I'm sure at this point you're starting to figure out how we can get infinite actions. On turn 3, we flip Claude Perrier over. He's able to pull a crew in from outside the game. We'll pull an oarsman, and then you can immediately sacrifice it to give an extra action. Turn 4, you sacrifice the crew summon again, flip it over with the doctor, and donate an action with Lord Micron. So now we have generated infinite actions with a sacrifice captain, and this works for 2 ships is the most optimal, and then you have your third donating ship, or you have some way to get abilities to fill in the gaps, or you could even have something like a same action twice on the ship, and if that fails, you sacrifice your oarsman, and then you just take a turn to recharge it with Claude Perrier. So I hope that was informative, and this so far just works with France, is what we just looked at, but we can also do that with British. So I only have 2 of the cards. There's Cabin Boy, also from Crimson Coast, that would be the third piece of this capability. So you have your eliminate a ship's crew to give it an extra action, you have your doctor, and then you have your crew summon. So the British can do it. The Spanish cannot, however. So they have a doctor, they have a crew summon, but they don't have any way to sacrifice crew. So you'd have to be able to get crew of any nationality on the ship, which Spanish do have a lot of difficulty doing, because of they have to go through black mark, and that makes things complicated. So that makes it difficult for Spanish ships to do it. And if you look at pirates, Captain Blackheart's one of the most famous ones to be able to do that. Move and shoot and eliminate a crew to give an extra action first came out in Spanish Main with Captain Blackheart. Now, the pirates can't do this. They don't have any doctors. So that makes this a problem. And we also run into the same problem with the Cursed. So we have El Fantasma from Ocean's Edge that does the same thing. So you have to bring in something like Tabitha McWarren, crew of any nationality may use their abilities on this ship. And then you can bring in the other factioned sacrifice captain, doctor, and crew summon. Now that works pretty well, and so you're able to get up to 4 sets, maybe even 5 sets of this going. Really, anything more than just the 2 sets is not optimal, because you have to have some way to fill in the gap between your oarsman sacrifice and your oarsman being summoned back again.